Hello guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to another film review. Tonight we are looking at a classic, 1932's Island of the Lost Souls. Now, when I got this, I said to you I'm going to do a double bill and do them in one sort of review, but that's not going to happen. So I've got too much to talk about with this one. Island of Lost Souls, which is the first one in this duel which I bought. This is on Blu-ray, released by Umbrella Entertainment. It comes with the Island of Lost Souls and the Black Cat. Now this is a 1932 very early horror film, and it stars Charles Laughton, Richard Allen, Leah Hyams, I think her name is, Bela Lugosi, Catherine Burke, Arthur Hall, Stanley Fields. It's got such a long sort of a cast. George Irvin's in it as well. Now, this is about. Let me see. Make sure I got the year right. I think I might have the wrong year. Yeah, it's 1932. Right, so this is about a sort of doctor that lives on this island, played by Charles Laughton. And before we meet him, we meet our sort of hero, which is Richard Allen, and he plays a guy called Clark, I think his name is. I'm terrible with names, I really am. And it starts off in the ship when they see him floating on sort of like this boat on the sea, and they pick him up and take him on their ship. And he's quite unconscious and stuff like this. So the captain says, put him in my room. And he goes to his room. And then he wakes up and he's sort of terrified about something, whatever. But he's lost his ship. His ship has sunk, I believe. And he's the only sort of survivor from it. And he sort of like goes through this. And one of the captain's drunk, sort of bullies him. And our hero, Clark, sticks up for him and punches the captain out. And the captain doesn't forget this, because when they land at this small boat where they're transferring the animals over to, the captain knocks Clark out and then throws him on to this ship, and this ship belongs to Dr. Is it Dr. Rowley? Something like that, his name. It sounds like Dr. Rowley. And they put him on his boat and they leave, and now he's stuck with this doctor who takes him to his island. And when we get to the island, we see some sort of strange looking sort of native savages around the island, and they all seem sort of like different, and monkeys and all these sort of weird things, and they have the animalistic sort of behaviour. Off with another ship taken by the governing council to send her off to look for her hero. And while it's all going on, we're watching the doctor, and he's sort of like very sadistic and very. They call his surgery the House of Pain, where he sort of like wipes out, but it's sort of like she's quite enjoying being there. And then we've got that little love triangle going on now with the fiance, the Panther Woman, and our hero. So that's all sort of happening at the same time. And our doctor still has other sadistic, evil plans. So that's a little bit of the synopsis of the film. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. I was gripped from it from start to finish. It's not a long film. It's only 70 minutes long. And Charles Laughton just grabs you from the screen. He is so evil, and he plays the part so well. And the lighting in the film is so cool, because he'll peer out of a shadow, say his evil things, and sort of go back into the shadow with like a grin on his face. It's really cool, and it plays it out really well. And it's such an unusual story. It is a little. If you think of like modern films, if you take films like Zombie Flesh Eaters or Zombie Holocaust, that's the same sort of thing where they're turning cannibals into zombies, sort of thing. And he's doing it here on this island with these animals and local natives. He's turning them into these creatures. And one of these creatures is played by Bela Lugosi. It's not a huge part, but it's recognisable, and his voice is like that, like Dracula. So straight away, you know where Bela Lugosi is. So he plays one of these creatures. He's not got a massive part in this film, but he's still like a a a a stage presence sort of figure in the film when he's on there. But the person that steals the film is Charles Lawton. He's absolutely fantastic. He's wonderful in this film. It just plays it out so believingly evil and sadistic and cunning, and oh, he's just a nasty bit of work. But wow, he plays it so well. I've only seen Charles Lawton in before this. I've only seen him in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and he played Quasimodo in it, and he was fantastic. But in this, yeah, absolutely blew me away. So I was going to do both of his films in one review. I thought I'd do 5 minutes on that, 5 minutes on that, but I can't because this film is it's just really, really cool. It's just so different. Now, the pluses of this edition is there's not many. The picture quality is not amazing because it is a 1932 film. It's got a lot of noise on it and a lot of sort of blur, but it's for what it is in the age. It's probably looked the best it ever has and the best it ever will. It's in our small frame, obviously because it's in a high definition, so they had to make it more compact. But it looks really cool in a way, and I like the grain and the sort of mist and the film noise on there. It's fantastic. Another really creepy thing about this film is the lack of music in a lot of areas. It's so quiet. Like when the people are walking, and when like the Panther Woman's walking, or when the Clark's walking, it's really quiet. And I'm sure it's done deliberately because there's supposed to be a cat woman sort of thing, this Panther Woman. So she's very quiet. So I think that's all done deliberately. It works really well. And then we get some grand music at some points and things like that. And we get to see the village of these natives and stuff like that. Because when Clark finds out, he takes the Panther Woman, he decides to take her out and escape. When they see the house of pain, they see him experimenting on one of the people, and then he takes him in and tells him what he's doing, and it's just so Frankenstein's unbelievable, but it's so cool. It just plays out like a real cool sort of I don't know. It's so many weird things that I don't know what category to put this under. You know, it's not a creature feature, but it is. It's oh, I don't know. I can't class it. All that I can say is an amazing film and give it a 9 out of 10. It was that good, and this is why I've taken up the whole video of the film. I thought, yeah, this film is so cool, and it's so good. I absolutely loved it. And I think the run time's right. I think if it was longer, it would drag. But it's the way it sort of plays out over the 70 minutes is really cool. It's not a fast moving film, you know, but it is amazing, and it's not like a killing sort of horror film. It's a horror film of Frankenstein experimenting kind of film. That's the only thing I can describe it as. It is, I suppose, an early form of body horror, in a sense. That's the only way other wing I can sort of put it under. But it's most definitely worth checking out. Island of Lost Souls, 9 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below. It's a great film, and Charles Lawton steals the film. He is phenomenal. His screen presence is absolutely brilliant. It's just so good. It's worth checking out just to see his performance. And it's really, really cool. It's a great, unusual film for such an old horror film. Wow, really cool. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out this review. If you don't check out some other channels, check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Ramview Film, RS Design, Pizzawell. I'm Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House, Popcorn and Horror, Sammy G's World of Cinema. Check them all out, they're great channels, and a massive shout out to my lad. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I'll see you all soon.